Welcome to Cartoons and Stories '01, where exciting adventures and fun cartoons come to life. Get ready for a world of imagination.
Welcome to Skull Island, a magical place filled with giant trees and amazing creatures. And who lives here? The one and only King Kong. One day, while exploring the jungle, Kong stumbled upon something shiny and colorful. It was a karaoke machine left behind by some friendly visitors. Kong was curious. He had never seen anything like it before. He wondered what it was and what it did. Kong decided to investigate. He pressed a button, and suddenly music started playing. Kong was intrigued. Kong browsed through the songs and found one that caught his eye. "I will survive." He had no idea what it meant, but it sounded fun. Kong took a deep breath and started singing. At first, it was a little rough, but he didn't give up. As Kong sang, the jungle creatures gathered around. They were surprised by Kong's powerful voice. The birds cheered, the monkeys clapped, and even the trees seemed to sway to the music. Kong felt encouraged with every note. Kong grew more confident. He started dancing and swinging from vines. When the song finished, the jungle erupted in applause. Kong had never felt so proud. But just as Kong was basking in his success, some rival dinosaurs appeared. They wanted to sing too. A T-Rex stepped forward, claiming he could sing better than Kong. The challenge was on. Kong wasn't afraid. He was ready to defend his title as the best singer on Skull Island. The sing-off began. Kong and the T-Rex took turns singing their favorite tunes. Kong sang with all his heart, using his powerful voice to shake the trees. Then it was the T-Rex's turn. To everyone's surprise, he had a beautiful falsetto voice. The audience was amazed. They cheered and clapped for both singers. The judges, a wise old owl and a kind tortoise, had a tough decision to make. Who was the better singer? To break the tie, they decided on a final challenge, a duet of "I Will Survive" together. Kong and the T-Rex looked at each other, then nodded. They were ready to sing together. The music started, and Kong and the T-Rex began to sing. Their voices blended perfectly. The jungle was filled with harmony. Even the trees seemed to join in. The audience cheered and danced along. This was the best karaoke night ever. The judges announced their decision. Kong and the T-Rex were both winners. They had created something truly special together. The jungle erupted in celebration. There was dancing, singing, and even a big feast to honor the new singing duo. Kong realized that singing wasn't just about being the best. It was about sharing joy with friends. The T-Rex thanked Kong for the opportunity to sing together. They became unlikely friends. Kong and the T-Rex started planning their next karaoke night. They wanted to invite all the creatures on Skull Island. The jungle was buzzing with excitement. Everyone was preparing for the big night. The monkeys decorated the stage with colorful flowers and leaves. It looked amazing. Kong and the T-Rex rehearsed their duet every day. They wanted it to be perfect. They decided to learn new songs together. The T-Rex taught Kong how to sing in falsetto. Kong was a quick learner. His falsetto was getting better every day. Finally, the night of the big karaoke party arrived. The jungle was filled with excitement. The music started, and the party began. Creatures from all over Skull Island came to sing and dance. Kong and the T-Rex took the stage. Their duet was more amazing than ever. The audience joined in, singing along to every song. It was a magical night. Other creatures showed off their talents too. There were tap-dancing birds and singing sloths. The party went late into the night. Everyone was having the time of their lives. Kong was happier than ever. He loved sharing his love of singing with his friends. The T-Rex was joyful too. He had found a new passion in singing with Kong. As the night came to a close, everyone said their goodbyes and thanked Kong and the T-Rex for an unforgettable night. The next morning, the jungle creatures worked together to clean up after the party. Kong and the T-Rex reflected on their adventure. They realized that friendship and teamwork made everything better. They started planning their next event, a big talent show for all the creatures on Skull Island. Excitement built up across the island. Everyone was eager to show off their talents. Kong advised everyone to practice and have fun. That's what mattered most. The day of the talent show finally arrived. The stage was set, and the audience was ready. The talent show began. There were amazing performances from all the creatures. Kong and the T-Rex closed the show with a spectacular duet. It was the perfect ending to a wonderful day. The audience cheered and clapped for more. It was a truly unforgettable event. Kong and the T-Rex celebrated their success. They had brought the jungle together through music. Kong and the T-Rex made many new friends at the talent show. They were happy to have shared their love of singing with everyone. They started making plans for their next musical adventure. Maybe a jungle musical. The idea of a jungle musical excited everyone. They began brainstorming themes and songs. Kong and the T-Rex worked on writing a script for the musical. It was going to be a story about friendship and teamwork. Auditions were held for the musical. All the creatures on Skull Island wanted to be part of it. Rehearsals began, and the jungle was filled with music and laughter every day. The monkeys worked on designing an amazing set using natural materials from the jungle. The birds created beautiful costumes using feathers and flowers. Everyone looked stunning. Finally, the night of the jungle musical arrived. The stage was set, and the audience was eager. The musical began, and it was breathtaking. Kong and the T-Rex stole the show with their performances. The audience was mesmerized. They cheered and clapped throughout the performance. The grand finale was spectacular. All the creatures came together to sing and dance. The audience gave a standing ovation. It was the best musical Skull Island had ever seen. Kong and the T-Rex celebrated their success. They had brought the jungle together once again through music. They started thinking about their next project, maybe a music festival for all the islands nearby. The planning began, and soon creatures from neighboring islands were invited to join in. The jungle was buzzing with excitement. Everyone was preparing for the big festival. The day of the music festival finally arrived. The stage was set, and the audience was ready. The performances began, and it was a spectacular show. Creatures from all over sang and danced together. Kong and the T-Rex performed their famous duet once more. The crowd loved it. The audience joined in, singing along to every song. It was a magical night. The festival went late into the night. Everyone was having the time of their lives. As the festival came to a close, Kong and the T-Rex thanked everyone for coming. The creatures from neighboring islands said their goodbyes and promised to return next year. Kong and the T-Rex reflected on their amazing journey. They had brought joy and music to so many. They dreamed of even bigger musical adventures in the future. Maybe a concert for the whole world to see. And so Kong and the T-Rex continued their musical journey, spreading joy and harmony wherever they went. That's the end of our story about Kong's Karaoke Night. Remember, music brings us all together.